And I looked at them like, huh, what happened to me?
Wax on, wax off.
Nah, dude. The second date, they better put out.
There's two of them.
Oh shit, he was jacking off.
I opened it. I was like, oh, why is it on me?
Check it out. I don't know what it is.
No, I said corn hub.
It's just you sitting on corn.
Honestly, I've seen more dead bodies in Cambodia than I have in my entire life. Because, you know.
I mean, most people haven't seen any dead bodies, so that's probably shocking to anyone listening.
That's true.
I don't know what that
That's
number
true.
is to you, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Matt.
And I'm Davi. And this is Doors Open.
So I decided to wear this jean jacket because Anthony always wears a jean jacket. And you remember what he said? He goes, "Noah's got this jacket." And I said, "I got one just like it." He goes, "No, man." So I felt like I can never wear my green jacket or my denim jacket because Anthony's going to feel like I'm doing his thing.
And since he's not here, you decided to wear
take
it.
advantage of it. Yeah, he's gone again. You know, I don't miss him.
Yeah. I think it's better without him.
Like, I think we get along better. We know each other longer too.
Yeah,
You know?
that's true.
We can talk about different Asian foods we grew up with.
Mhm.
What's your favorite Cambodian dish?
I'm simple. So when it comes to that, I would say,
Babal.
no, damn, that's way too simple. I mean, I just like fried rice. Any chicken fried rice is like,
That is
dude,
basic
that's
as
basic.
fuck.
Yeah, that's basic, dude.
Basic as fuck, bro.
But when I live in Asia, that's all I would order majority of the
Tell
time.
people a little about that. Yeah, just go through it. Yeah, this first time they're meeting you, or second time, but the first time you didn't say anything about that. Well, okay, so I'll tell you what I know, right?
Uh-huh.
So he spent some time in Africa
Yeah,
with a friend of ours, David, and they shot a like a beauty contest,
yeah, it was a beauty contest. It
Kinda
was
like
for a company that was
Congo's Angels or something like that.
Congo's Angel. They was looking for a model, female and a male model, and we just did a reality TV show, kind of like
America's Top Model or something like that.
yeah, American Top Model. That's
Yeah.
what I was reaching for. Yeah, we did that. We did season 1.
Talk about the first day. Then you get locked in a room, some shit, right?
Oh yeah, okay. So we shot this in Congo, which is, you know, in Africa, if you didn't know. So flying from Atlanta, I had to go from Atlanta to, I believe, Germany to Congo. It was a good 15-hour flight, maybe more. I can't remember. This was back in 2009. Anyway, so I just landed in Congo. I'm driving to our house. From the airport to the house is a good maybe 40 minutes. Dirt road, all dirt road. And my driver was just driving down the street, and all we see is this huge gang of people just walking towards us on the road, maybe about 50 yards away, holding up machetes and just all types of weapon, I guess you could say, they had in their hand. And I'm thinking to myself, what the hell
Game
did I get
over.
myself into?
Yeah, game over.
You know what I mean?
You just got there, right?
Yeah. You know, I've traveled a lot, you
Yeah.
know, but this was my first experience where I'm like, okay, maybe this is a big mistake.
Yeah.
So they're walking, like they're chanting whatever they were chanting, and they're just walking towards us, and we're driving, you know, we got to get
They
around.
speak French, right? There, is that what they do?
Majority is French. Yeah, they do have their own language, but majority is French. Anyways, and they were just holding up their machetes and just chanting, walking towards us, and my driver like looks super panicked, and I'm like in the back seat, like, holy shit, I'm about to die on
I
my
know you're
first
thinking,
day
are you
here.
gonna protect me?
Yeah.
Are you gonna protect me, buddy?
So he ended up like driving off the road into like a small little embankment, I guess, and he just guns it around them, and we take off, and that was fine. And I was like, holy shit, okay, so that's my first day there.
But why was that happening?
I think they was going through a campaign for a new
Protest or
presidency.
something? Okay.
Yeah, because when we was there, something else happened. There was a failed assassination attempt on the current president, and his house is literally like maybe like 4 or 5 houses down from where we were.
Oh, God.
But anyway, that's a different story. But anyways, so my first night, I get to the house, you know, after a long flight, after I just saw a mob coming after us with machetes, I have to go use the bathroom. Of course, you know, I locked the door, using the bathroom.
You pee or shit? I'm
Pee. I go to leave, and the door is locked. I go to unlock the door, it's completely jammed. Like, I don't know what happened to the lock. Like, from the inside, I locked it myself. So I was like, why can't I open this door? And I'm not trying anything. And then I'm, you know, David's already there. He's in his room, and I'm locking the door. I say, hey man, I can't get out. Can you try to get me out. This is like a maybe 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Number one, I don't know what's wrong with the lock.
Wait, so did David wake up for it, or he's
Yeah,
asleep?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But he couldn't get you out?
No. We tried everything. Like,
Couldn't kick down the door?
no, okay. In Asia, maybe just in other countries, the doors are like
Solid
thick,
as fuck.
solid frame. Yeah. Even in Cambodia and Thailand, it's the same way. But I'm like, dude, we got to break this handle. I got to break this handle off because I'm not going to get stuck in this bathroom at 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Anyways, come to find out that he tried to call the landlord. Nobody's answering. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's sleeping. And he's like, dude, I think you might have to sleep in the bathtub on your first night here after a 15-hour flight.
Yeah.
And I was just like, there's no way I'm going to sleep in this bathtub. It's a porcelain,
Yeah.
It's not comfortable. There's no pillows. There's no blankets. There's nothing.
Yeah. You weren't ready to sleep in a bathtub. You're
Yeah.
just taking a piss. Yeah.
And so come to find out, I slept in the bathtub, woke up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, hearing somebody like jiggling the door. And David's like, hey, the landlord's here. He's trying to get the door open. And I think it took another hour or two to finally like drill the door open and all that stuff. And it was,
Did they explain why that happened? Like how that happened?
no, they never did. And never since then.
What if it's a ghost
I think the lock just kind of got messed up
internally in there?
internally. Yeah. And so ever since then, we never had a lock on that door. And
So that's a whole other thing.
there's
right?
a whole nother thing.
So you're like, okay, no more locks. So
Yeah,
so you're taking it.
It's just me and David. It's just me and David.
Okay.
And we had a the accountant there. She had her own bathroom. Her bathroom was inside her room. And there was one time I came. Usually I knock on the door just to make sure David.
I think we know where this is going. So he's doing his business.
David.
Oh shit, he was jacking off.
Yeah, it was. I opened it. I was like, oh, why is it on me? No, I'm joking.
Why is he aiming it at the door, dude? That sounds like a setup.
No, but yeah, that's a different story. Yeah, I went to use the bathroom. David was naked, about to take a shower. Lucky enough, he was facing the opposite direction, but it was enough to scar me for the rest of my life because,
Damn. Oh man.
yeah, that was my first night in Congo. It was absolutely the worst shit ever.
Was the overall experience a good one, or
It was work. It was 24 hours, 7 days a week of work.
so it's grinding all
It was
the fucking
grinding.
time.
We would film like Monday and Tuesday. We would have to edit everything and have everything ready to air on Sunday. Because it was a lot. We have to do,
Yeah.
we had to count the votes. We had to do all that. So it's not like we shoot all the episodes and then.
This was a Akon's thing, right?
Yeah, this was Akon's production company that
Yeah.
did it. So, it was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was a fun experience. Would I do it again? No.
Well, I mean, I guess you once is enough, right?
Yeah. Well, I went to do season 2 of Vodacom Superstar, which was an American Idol style show.
What's the name of the show?
This was called Vodacom Superstar.
Vodacom Superstar.
So that Vodacom is the
Company, yeah.
the cell phone brand that was
Yeah.
doing the thing.
Yeah, we tried to do a show like American Idol in Cambodia. We tried to pitch it,
Yeah.
and that didn't work out because they're like we just don't
At the
have money.
time, I think we was
They did,
ahead of
like,
the time.
We
honestly,
were like 2 years later. They did it.
yeah. 2 years later, they ended up doing it,
and it went well for them.
and it was the same company that we pitched it to, which kind of pissed me
Oh,
off.
he's saying they stole it.
Yeah,
When they stole
Smart Mobile, Cambodia. We're coming
it.
after
Yeah,
you.
Smart Mobile. We had
Yeah.
a big meeting with
We
them.
talked to the CEO.
Yeah.
We had a good meeting.
He was a
and
Russian
everything.
guy, right?
I can't remember. He was a foreign guy,
Yeah.
but we had a good meeting with him. We pitched the idea, and I think he liked it, but the budget was a bit.
He
too
said the
much.
budget was too much, and we were like, we would work with budget,
Yeah,
but I think he was like, I could probably do this on my own, and they did.
they did.
So a lesson, like, don't show anyone all your cards unless you got something on paper, right?
Yeah,
Because we definitely, I mean, we didn't show them everything, but we pitched a good idea, and obviously it worked because they went several seasons,
Mhm.
so it made money.
I lived in Asia since 2010 to 2018.
It's a long time, man.
It was a long time.
Are you fluent? I know
No,
you're not.
not at
I was
all.
gonna call him
I mean,
out.
I lived in Thailand for like 4, 5, 6 years.
Yeah, but you should be fluent in Cambodian. Come on.
I should be fluent in both
Yeah,
languages.
yeah.
Honestly,
Thailand. I've never been to Thailand, man.
Thailand is
I wanna
amazing.
go.
It's my favorite city. It's
Bangkok,
yeah. It's
red light district.
Definitely. It's just a concrete jungle, you know what I mean? It's like New York, but just 100% cheaper. Everything's just cheap there.
I don't want to be like offensive, but it looks like things are just not very clean there. Would you agree, or like
No.
as an outsider, just because I just the movies, the shows, and I'm like, oh, it looks like
Okay,
it's,
I wouldn't say
seedy,
it's
seedy. I would say seedy.
I won't say it's dirty. I will say it's not as clean as here, but
We have different standards, I guess.
it's nicer than Congo, of course. Then it's also nicer than Cambodia.
Yeah, yeah.
It's more advanced.
I think tourism like is a big driving force.
Oh yeah,
So
for
you
sure.
got so much revenue coming in, and you have to accommodate for foreigners.
Mhm.
So yeah, that pushes you to excel to because you got to accommodate these things. Because when I first went to Cambodia in 2000, maybe 2000,
You was like 18.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was pretty young, and
remember.
there was like dirt roads everywhere,
Uh-huh.
bumpy dirt roads. I mean, it would take you all day to go like 20 miles.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, like you had to go, and then everyone's like an expert driver. Like they're like a drift.
Rally drive.
Yeah, like a rally driver because they're like just
Yeah, yeah.
and
A
so
lot of
it's-
honking too.
Yeah, yeah, that's how they don't listen in Asia and Jamaica. Anthony's not here, but I'll speak for the Jamaicans. Like they have they don't use their indicators. They just honk the horn. Like
Yeah,
coming,
coming around the corner.
around the corner.
Yeah, come.
and there's like no lights. And if there's a light, people don't give a fuck about the light.
Yeah, yeah.
They just go like, I go when I can go, man.
I mean, not now, of course. Not. I mean, I'm talking about Cambodia. Not now. I mean, everything's paved
Into-
now.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. This
Yes,
is like
in that time.
2020.
Yeah, this is 20 years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Over 20 years ago. But even still now in Cambodia, like people get hit by cars all the time.
All the time. Yeah.
It's like a huge issue, right? Didn't you
Well,
see something?
Honestly, I've seen more dead bodies in Cambodia than I have in my entire life, because you know
I mean, most people haven't seen any dead bodies, so that's probably shocking to anyone listening.
that's true.
I don't know what that
That's
number
true,
is to
yeah.
you, man.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of, but I did a show called Untold Stories
Mhm.
where it was kind of like 60 minutes where we
I remember, yeah.
you know, go to police officers and we get like the police records and
True
we,
crime
true
stories,
crimes, yeah.
yeah.
And we're reenacting it and all that, and we see pictures all the time. And then one time, there's an area called the Riverside. It's touristy and all that. It's a big, huge. The Mekong River runs through it, and a dead body float up. They found a dead body.
Wait, you saw float up?
I didn't personally saw it. We was there, and then everybody was surrounding it. And then Chris was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go take pictures of this dead body
So she saw
in case we do an episode on it." So she took picture of it, and I mean,
Were they
it was
bloated?
bloated, and I
Oh.
mean, you really couldn't. I mean, you could tell it was a human person, a man, but it was like, you know, his eyes was all like bulging and all
Oh,
that.
is that what happens?
Yeah,
I just know from movies. I haven't.
and then you know you see like the dead bodies on the road where because scooters, I guess motorcycles, not like motorcycles, but like we call
The
them
scooters,
Vespas and all that
yeah.
stuff. You know, they get hit by cars and
And how's that? I feel like that process is like there's no ambulance. You know what I mean? Like there is, but like it's not. If you get hit by something, you're gonna die.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Does that seem about right? Like it's like
used
if
to.
you
I
get
don't know now though. You know.
yeah. Okay, let's say
Like I
like a
said-
couple years back.
Yeah,
like,
when
if
I
you
was-
got hit by something, chances are you're not gonna make it.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I saw maybe 3 or 4 bodies on the road, like because they just got hit, and we travel a lot, you know, because we're
Production,
filming.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we're driving different locations, and you know, you see like the worst one I saw was like a lady, not a lady, like a younger woman, maybe in her 20s, just on the floor on the road, just like
Dead?
dead. Yeah,
Because
and
she got
cars
ran
were going
over.
around it.
Yeah, people don't give a fuck, right?
Yeah, well, I guess they're used to it. You know,
Yeah.
they see it all the time. I
They're
mean,
numb to it. I don't say won't give a fuck, but they're
number
numb to it.
one, not a lot of them wear. Majority do wear. You have to wear a helmet, like, but most people don't. You know.
Oh
And
wait,
then-
is it by law wear a helmet?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I've never worn a helmet on there.
Yeah,
I didn't know
I
that was
did.
a
I
law.
did just because safety.
Yeah,
safety first,
I
safety
mean,
first.
you know, I just get on like a little scooter and they didn't say
Yeah,
anything.
well,
I didn't know.
Usually, if you're a passenger, like, because you know, you take these taxis,
yeah.
you know, on a motorbike, and you're like, hey, you know, it's always cheaper, of course, and you know, they're not gonna give you a helmet, but like, hey, here you go, let's.
But I'm supposed to have a helmet.
Yeah. Like, you know, there'll be police officers on the side of the road. Of course, they're not there to help you for your safety, but just to get money.
Money from you.
Yeah. Bribery off
Yeah.
of you, you
You
know?
have no helmet. $4.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Do you remember that witch touched me?
Oh, that was creepy. That was super creepy. So Matt came to visit me and David. This is when we
We're
went to
pitching that show.
pitching the show, and he just did you just arrive? Or, no. You've been there maybe a few days.
Yeah.
And we were just driving through this market area called Central Market. and we're driving in a tuk-tuk. I don't know if most people would know what a tuk-tuk is, but
We can explain it.
if you do, I'll put a picture on the screen, and then and then Matt was on the edge, and so we was driving around the corner, and there was some old lady.
This is all, she looked like
She
a
looked
witch. She looked like a
she
witch.
looked homeless, I guess you could say.
But she had like witch vibes.
Witch vibe. No, she definitely did.
She had witch
And
vibes.
as we was driving around, I guess the road,
Yeah.
she kind of like reached out and like just kind of like
Grazed
grazed
me,
you, like
just,
this kind
it's weird because we're on a moving vehicle.
yeah,
But she was able to just like,
just like rub your arm.
and I looked at them like, huh, what happened to me?
I'm like 7 years.
That's a long time. This was 7 days.
But
That's
yeah.
a reference for a movie called The Ring. Yes, no, because we're old. That movie came out like over 20
Yeah.
years ago. Lord, let's get into it, right? Okay. Am I the asshole for charging my adult children rent? What do you think? Asshole or not?
I don't know. It
Depends how much the
depends.
rent is, right?
That and how old are they? Like
How old are they?
you said adult, 18.
And their
that's-
circumstances. Like a lot of people, they have to restart. You know, it's not like how it is
Yeah, yeah.
40 years ago.
Like I said, and yeah, the economy right now for anybody it's
rough.
rough for sure.
Like the gap in like, you know, the wage gap is crazy. You know, there's people extremely rich, and then the middle gap is what I mean. You know, like
yeah.
it's really hard. And, you know, it's funny because every time I talk to someone like a boomer, and they talk about like, yeah, man, I paid for college, you know, and then I paid for all this. I bought a house. I'm like, bro, like college was like $2,000 for the year.
Mhm.
You know, like your house cost $20,000. Your car, your brand new car was $6,000.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, back
man.
then, you know, you only need one person working to support the family.
Yeah. Oh, like almost everyone I know, most people I know, both parents have to work.
yeah.
And that's a big struggle because just the amount of time you're giving your children, you
Mhm.
know, because you're tired from work. So now you have to be a dad or be a mom, and that requires a lot of energy. And sometimes you're spent and that tank's on empty. But yeah, let's see why these parents are assholes. Let's find out. They're an asshole. I'm gonna say it.
Yeah. As of right now, they are assholes just because of the economy.
Yes.
Based on the
Things are rough. I, 49 female, have 2 adult children who both still live at home. Emma, 25, and Ian, 23. Their father and I divorced 12 years ago, so it's been the 3 of us for a while now. I had received child support until they turned 18. Their father had paid it willingly, so it wasn't arranged through the courts. This is why he stopped at 18, even though they were both technically still in school.
Mhm.
What do you think about that so far?
Yeah.
The 25,
I
23.
can see where the mom's coming from now because the father's not supporting them,
Mhm.
where she's supporting them herself. But yeah, I mean, the kids should be able to at least help out in some way, right?
It should help, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
And maybe they do. I don't know. I think it sucks that he stopped, but we don't know if he stopped helping out things. Maybe he stopped giving you money, but maybe he's like, hey, you know, hey,
Yeah, he
Jenny,
might be
here's
giving them money
$300. Like
here and there, I guess.
maybe he just don't give a fuck. But because he had this, you guys have this arrangement of child support and it's not official and he's still doing it or still did it.
Yeah.
I think he's probably like
A good
gonna have
person,
problem.
yeah.
Yeah. Fast forward to present day. They both work full time, don't have any debt from school, and both still live at home. I have asked them repeatedly to contribute to set amount each month towards household expenses, since I can't be continuing supporting them forever. Ian doesn't have a problem with this, but Emma thinks it's my responsibility as her mother to support her financially until she's ready to move out. Okay, that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah. Especially when the brother is like, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, nah.
No, you got to do this.
Yeah.
Like princess help is like because she's a princess. I don't know. Let's see. I'm not asking them for much. Just trying to profit from them. I just want to be able to save my retirement. That's fair.
Yeah.
She's trying to save because she's on her own.
Well, yeah, I don't think she wants to profit of. I don't think any parent's going to want to say, hey, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, pay my mortgage.
Fair
You know what I
market
mean?
value is $1,200. You know, I'm doing food and rent, so that's $1,500. Yeah. I just want to be able to save for my retirement to be able to retire. I'd be happy with $100 each week to cover their share of groceries, utilities, and household supplies. I buy all the groceries, laundry detergent, toilet paper, etc. for the house. They are responsible for their cars and related expenses, cell phones, and personal toiletries. Some of my daughter's friends live at home for free, but those friends also live at home with both parents working.
Hmm.
My daughter has exactly my daughter has actually said that she will quit her job and go on to social assistance just so she can afford to pay my rent. Damn.
What?
Yeah, she's saying that she would like so so she's trying to like fuck her mom over, it sounds like. Like she goes, quit her job and go on social assistance just so she can't afford to pay my rent. Like she's trying to fuck her mom over.
Yeah,
It's kind of crazy.
that's the asshole right there.
Yeah, yeah, your daughter's the asshole. So, internet strangers, am I the asshole for asking my adult children to pay rent to live at home? That's not really rent. I would say like you're just asking them to
Yeah,
contribute
that's not
to
rent at all.
pay
That's
for
just
groceries. You know?
helping with overhead coverages.
Yeah, like $100 a week.
It's not bad.
That's really good.
$400 a month?
Well, you gotta think what kids eat too, man,
Mhm.
and like all the supplies.
No, she's
they
trying to
need.
profit. No, I'm just kidding.
You think about utilities,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
cell phone, like not cell phone, but like say the power bill is like $300 a month. I know I don't need to go through there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because I don't know what they
Sure.
pay. But no, I don't think you're the asshole. I think your daughter, Emma, is the asshole here. Ian's being cool about it. He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
$100 a
He's
week.
like-
Yeah, I can do that.
I mean, that's good.
good.
That's good, yeah.
Place to live. And
And
look,
basically, you're just paying for your own food and like stuff that
you
you
use
are
anyways.
using. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. She's obviously not profiting off of you. She's not trying to put you in a bind. You're saying that you're going to go assisted living or social assistance just so you can't afford to pay her
I mean,
rent.
on top of that, you're helping your mom out, your
It's your
single mom out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who's cared for you for 25 years because you stayed with her. you
Yeah.
know?
And if you don't like it, then
Go
leave.
stay with dad.
Yeah.
See if he's better over there.
Yeah. Why don't?
I don't know. I kind of want to know dad's side of the story. Well, a lot of times we get the mom side.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And there's always two sides because there's so many stories of I saw this clip of this guy saying that President Trump was going to, if you were divorced, you couldn't claim um taxes, not taxes, but income, not tax, a tax return if you didn't pay. If you want the if you received child support, you couldn't.
You shouldn't get the dependency
Yeah,
return
the
or whatever it's called.
tax returns. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I saw another guy post a video that said that he made it up and it went viral everywhere. 'Cause I saw a lot of videos. He goes, "No, it's fake, man. He never said that. I just made it up." I thought it was hilarious that people. What the point is, no one fact checks things.
Yeah, not anymore.
Right. Like the news, like ever since Team Z came out, essentially,
Yeah, you guys
Like-
talked about this.
yeah, they can't keep up, so they just push out content, push it
Yeah.
out.
Just
I think it's funny.
so there is a lot of fake news going on now. Well, we all know that.
Yeah, fake news.
Yeah.
I think it's hard to. I think at the same time with things, social medias like TikTok and X now and Reddit, like these type of things that we're doing, it's really helping us to communicate with each other,
Mhm.
so we can find out what the fuck's going on because we get told lies all the time, and now they're forced to give us information. Speaking of which, the TikTok ban came back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was gone for like 15
12
hours, something
Yeah,
like that.
something.
I'm a big
Everybody-
TikToker, so
On my Instagram story, there was nothing but people complaining about TikTok being down. Like it was the biggest deal. I'm not on TikTok, so
it was because it went down like at like 10 o'clock or something,
Mhm.
which is like we thought we had a
everybody's
whole day.
sleeping. Yeah.
We thought we
Wait,
had a
10
day.
in the morning or 10 at
At
night?
night, the
Okay,
night
yeah, yeah.
before, because it's
Uh-huh.
supposed to go out the 19th, but I think it went out the 18th.
Yeah, when I remember going out early and I was like, oh, that's kind of strange.
Yeah, I text you about it. I was like, yo, TikTok's fucking gone. And I showed you like the,
Yeah.
the screenshot, and it was kind of wild because I didn't realize how much information I got from TikTok, right? But again, it was only like a day.
Yeah.
But I knew it. I told you guys too. I was like, there's no fucking way this band's gonna stay long.
Yeah, the
I was like,
people
a
depend
day or
off of it,
two, a
you know?
week. Yeah, they will also like. It's like you're like a smoker,
Mhm.
right? You're a
Can't just
smoker.
cold turkey it.
You go turkey, but not just you go cold turkey. It's like everyone goes cold turkey, and it's not a good reason.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's not like, let's say smoking cigarettes didn't do anything bad. You just got a nice little buzz, It wasn't cancerous, whatever, right?
Yeah,
No
yeah.
arsenic in it. It's just a nice little buzz. And then they're like, no, you can't have this thing that makes you happy. We're taking it away right now. Why? Well, because we want your money. Because I think it's all about money.
It's always about
I don't
money.
think it's about.
This is definitely about money, 100%.
Dude, everyone steals your data.
Yeah.
Everyone, like, dude.
Facebook, Instagram.
I feel like I have to give up my social security for everything, dude.
So,
No, you don't.
not that I know of.
No, like when you get your cell phone, like it's just, I feel
Yeah.
I feel like when we were very young, that was very coveted. Like
Mhm.
no one knew your social security number.
Yeah.
But I feel like now they ask it way more for things, Like I don't know, maybe I'm just giving it out too much.
I don't think.
I just feel like information is shared.
I mean, I know on Pornhub
general.
you have to put in your social security.
I
Right?
don't know what that is.
No.
You
should
said
check it out.
Pornhub. I don't know what it is.
No, I said Cornhub.
Oh, let me check.
No,
It's just you.
no, the band Corn. Come on.
It's just you sitting on corn. Dude, speaking of, you said a joke, but like, I think it's really funny. Like, there's this girl on, well, there's a lot of girls, but like, there's this video I saw where this girl, I guess she sells like pictures of her feet on like just different websites. And she would go to, like the tag was like, watch my $400 pedicure will make me rich, And what she would do, she would like go to like a store that sells rugs and like take different pictures of her feet on the rugs. So she's not even buying the rugs; she's at the store. And I was like,
She's using it as props.
yeah, she's using these props. And I'm like, that's smart.
Yeah.
You're like utilizing all this stuff for free. Like, I guess because people were like changing the scenery. They're like, oh man, I want you stepping on like a floral rug. I want you stepping
A
on
marble tile or something like.
yeah. And so like, I thought it was like,
Imagine
I appreciate
being in
that so-
security and like looking at the security camera and seeing this one girl just like putting down a rug, taking off her shoes, put her feet on there. What is this girl
Dude, he's
doing?
probably screenshot and make money too. But no, like, what can you do? Like, some people want to feel how a rug feels on your feet before they buy it, right? Like, I can, people trying
But
shoes.
you better put some socks on.
I agree, dude. I fucking hate.
I hate feet. Yeah, feet
hate
is the worst part of a human body.
Yeah. Well, look, dude. Like, we're Asian, so you take your shoes off when you enter a house because we know feet's fucking nasty.
Yeah.
So that's always gonna stay with us. Feet fucking nasty. Okay, on to the next. I think we wrap this one up.
Yeah.
All right.
You're not the asshole
Your daughter
your daughter
is.
is, apparently. Yeah.
Like, you see,
I mean,
like a
$400
good
a month
dude.
is
You're
not
not
bad.
asking a lot at all.
Yeah, not at all.
Okay. Am I overreacting? Guy I just started seeing is upset he can't sleep in my bed. No,
No, not an asshole. No.
No.
If you just start singing, and
that's your choice. Like, he needs to calm the fuck down. I don't know what's going on.
why would he be upset about
You just started seeing
Yeah.
he's upset you can't sleep in his bed. We don't have any context, but just in that alone, I can tell you're not the asshole. But I've been wrong before. I've been wrong before. You're like, I'm a prostitute. He paid me. I'm like, oh man.
He paid me $1,000 to sleep
Okay.
on the couch.
So I just started seeing this guy recently. We've known each other for a while, but went on a first date. Yeah, okay, let me start over. So I just started seeing this guy recently. We've known each other for a while, but I went on our first date tonight. He brought me flowers. We went for dinner and dancing and had a great time. Sounds like a good date.
Yeah.
That's
First date.
First date. Good first date. But from the title, he's gonna fuck this
Yeah.
up. He's gonna
First
fuck
date,
this
trying to sleep with her. I mean,
like, if it goes that way, it goes that way. But obviously, you didn't want to go that way. He drops me off, says he's exhausted. This is in parentheses. He lives 45 minutes away and works in my city. And I say, oh, that's too bad. He says, it's so late. I have to wake up so early. I don't even know if I can drive back. I say, okay, it's more convenient. You can stay here. I'll set you up on the couch comfortably for you. He agrees. That sounds nice.
yeah. But let me first say this. In my experience, I would rather drive home and then have that extra sleep later and then have to wake up early and then have to drive that 45 minutes. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather go home and sleep in my own bed. And then
I get that.
drive home, go ahead and take that hit. That way you can sleep
I
longer.
think he's planning that he's going straight to work. Like, he's not going back home.
Oh.
He goes, he works in the city she's in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So he's saying, but he's just
Okay,
trying
that
to
makes
fuck.
sense. Yeah.
He's just trying to fuck.
Yeah, that's his alternate
so,
motive.
I'm so sleepy. Oh, I'm so tired. I can't make that drive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. So she's like, I'll sit you up on the couch. He agrees.
He agrees.
Yeah. He goes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
She goes, I'll set you up on the couch comfortably for you. He goes, he agrees. He comes over, looks at the couch, and stares at me and
Oh,
said,
okay, this is the conversation they had before they got to the house. Or no?
I think, yeah, maybe in the car.
Okay, 'cause
Like I think on the car, he's like, oh man, I'm so tired.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I can barely keep my eyes open.
yeah, yeah. Okay.
He comes over, looks at the couch, and stares at me. Are you serious? I'm like, no, they have this conversation there. She sets up the couch up. So they go to her place and she sets the couch up. Yeah, because it's not gonna be set up already. So he knew the whole deal.
Yeah. So he thought she was just bluffing.
I don't know what he thought. I think we know what he thought, but I don't know why he thought it. Are you serious? I'm like, what? He's like, you seriously not gonna let me sleep in your bed with you? I said, I told you before before you even came over, you're sleeping on the couch.
Okay, yeah. So they had the
So
conversation.
they had a conversation before, yeah. But he should know the deal anyways. We just had our first date and I don't feel comfortable sleeping in my bed with you. Even having you in my space is a lot for me. So he then proceeds to say, I'm giving him mixed signals. No, you're not.
No, not at all.
Sounds like you're being pretty clear.
Yeah, you said it before you even got to your house.
Yeah, it's like
Let's sit on the
that's
couch.
clear as you
Like,
can be.
What changed in between that time you left and you got to your house?
He got horny. That he thought he could mixed signals that he thought we like each other. Or he thought we liked each other, and that he even took me for dinner. So automatically, because he took me out for dinner, you can sleep in my bed. Laugh out loud. Okay, whoop de doo. I can take my own self out for dinner. Yeah, I agree. Like you're not entitled to fuck a girl if you took her out to dinner. Like I bought
First
you a meal.
date. Exactly. I mean, first date, you know?
Or any date, bro. We in second
Nah,
date.
dude.
No.
Second date, they better put out. No, I'm joking.
But yeah, like you're not entitled to do anything with anybody, no matter what they do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Even if someone paid you $1,000 to sleep with you, you don't have to.
yeah, but you better get back that money. So I tell him it's kind of messed up that because we went on a date, you automatically assume you're going to sleep in my bed. So I said to him, how about I drive you back or drive us back to your house since you're so tired and we go sleep in your bed? And he responded with, my parents definitely wouldn't be okay with that. This is still so new and we're still getting to know each other. I said, interesting. When it's in my space, you're expecting it, but you know it's wrong as well. And your family would agree. So I told him, have an energy drink and drive home because I felt uncomfortable with him in my space. So am I overreacting? Would you guys have made me drive him home too? Or still just let him sleep on the couch after that? I'm still pissed right now writing this. And so she writes, too long, didn't read. Guy I've been talking to for a few weeks, went on a first date tonight, was upset I wouldn't let him sleep with me on my bed after dropping me off at home. Edit. I should add, this is not our first time out together. We've hung out multiple times as friends. This is the first time trying things out on a date. And it all happened kind of as a surprise to me. I was not aware of all these plans. As an independent woman who takes care of myself and have been on my own, I see no reason to let men sleep into my bed. That's what you let your boyfriend or husband do, not someone you just went on a date with to test things out or more platonically. Yeah, I agree with you. Did it say her age? It doesn't.
No.
I'm just curious about her age.
So he didn't drive? I'm not confused. She's talking about driving him home?
I don't know who drove. I mean, she said it sounded like he drove there. Like he drove me and then like I guess picked her up and then I'm assuming and then he was like, I just want to sleep here. Right?
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I
But
live
then he's
here.
talking about
But I think she's saying like, well then I'll take my car and I'll drive you home because you're too tired.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Like she'll like
You're
Uber
right.
back or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that, you know? Or
Mhm.
because he's like, oh, I'm so tired. I can't make this drive. So she's like, well, I'll fucking make the drive.
So they started off as friends.
Yeah.
Damn, he just made things really bad.
I really don't trust that guys want to just be friends with girls though, on that whole separate thing. You know what I mean? Like you can have girls who are friends, right?
Yeah.
But I think
I think it's possible to be friends with the opposite sex because I have friends that are girls that I've never even,
Yeah.
imagined.
Yeah.
Because it's
I don't trust any man to like just want to be friends with my wife.
yeah, I
You
would
know
say
what I mean?
majority of men do have an alternative motive.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
like, I think a lot of times guys try to become friends with you in hopes they can make something more happen.
Yeah, eventually, I guess you could say.
Eventually,
Yeah.
a lot of times, not every single guy,
Yeah,
not every single
not
girl
everyone.
either, but
Mhm.
I feel like it's very common that like they
More
just
so than no. Yeah.
like I get it. I've been married a long time, but I get like it's hard to like get into a relationship maybe because I think people have so many options now. Like especially I think women have more options. I guess they've always had more options,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
in the social media world of dating, I feel like it's gonna sound like a dick thing, but I feel like a lot of times girls have an inflated idea of their attractiveness level because how much attention they get.
They get on social media. Yeah,
Yes,
100%.
you know, I'm not. I don't mean that. I don't mean that to offend anybody who whatever, but I think there's a lot of guys out there who are just reaching and so reaching. So you have this weird feeling that like, man, I'm such a like you see these videos all the time, right? When they ask a group of girls, rate yourself 1 to 10, and then like
Yeah. Uh-huh.
everyone's a 10,
hmm
right? Or an 8.
Up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Higher than they.
And when if you say a girl is a 6, they're extremely offended. Not that I've done that, but I'm saying when you on these shows.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Because, but if you think about this, that's saying you're more attractive than half the girls on the world
Mhm.
right? Can you imagine if someone's like, look, out of everyone in the world, like you're prettier than most of them. That's a huge compliment, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like I think guys, like if a guy rated himself, I might say like, yeah, I'm 6, I'm 4, I'm 3, whatever, right? Like I'm funny though, so maybe that brings me up a little bit. I think like I don't know any men that go, I'm an 8, I'm a 10.
I don't think most guys do that. I think they downplay themselves more than they majority of people guys,
I think
say.
guys think that we're just like these gorillas. You know what I mean? Like we're
Mhm.
just the ugly monsters. Like we're not
Yeah,
supposed to
yeah.
be, attractive.
I think guys would be more honest about rating themselves than females.
Whoa. You saying these bitch be lying? No.
You don't agree?
No. I
No,
agree.
you don't agree?
Oh.
I'm joking.
No, but I think it's funny. Like a lot of times on these things, these shows, these different podcasts or whatever,
Uh-huh.
these street interviews, everyone sees them. Like it's so strange. A lot of times, and I'll get some hate for this, and it's okay. A lot of times, the less attractive women are rating themselves higher than the more attractive girls too. Like in
Yeah.
the group, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
like a girl who is attractive, she'll say like I'm an 8, and a girl who may not be conventionally attractive, she's like I'm a 10, and they'll say something like I'm a 10. Any girl should say they're a 10. Why would you do that to yourself to make yourself feel like this is not how you feel? This is like, hey, what do you think the world will rate you?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like if the world rated me, I'm going low, man, because they don't know anything else about me. They're based on my looks, not like, oh, I have a heart of gold and whatever, right? So yeah, I think we just based on conventional attractiveness. A lot of times these people just get. So I don't know why I mentioned it, but it's just I'm just saying it's harder to date. I feel like I've been married such a long time.
Yeah. The dating
Even
game has changed.
yeah, so I don't know. I feel like if you're 5 foot, 250 pounds, woman, like already, I don't know if conventionally you're gonna be. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like you're already working towards the under average. But yeah, listen, you're not entitled to have sex with a guy or let him sleep in your bed just because he took you on a date.
Especially when you told him before you even got to your place that you're going to be sleeping on the couch if you come to my place.
Yeah, he knew the situation.
Yeah.
He just wanted to change the situation. And like back to what we say, I get that guys, like not me, but like a lot of times guys feel like we need to try to we need to
Mhm.
try to push ourselves to the next level to be more aggressive or to be the hunter. I don't know. I don't know what he's thinking. He
And
seems like
he might have been like a really good guy. Just like, hey, I will sleep in your bed, but I'm not going to make any advancement.
but that's weird to
It's still weird. Yeah, I
that's
get
weird
it.
to like be like, are you serious? What if you had like a really uncomfortable bed or couch though? What if it was like a wicker couch, like a wicker couch with no
like one of those
cushions?
Asian couches where it's just a completely wooden couch.
You know, I had one.
Yeah,
it was
I
very
know. It was
uncomfortable.
very uncomfortable. In Cambodia, everybody had it
Yeah.
because it's like a status. It's like,
Yeah,
look
nice
at me, I have
access.
this
a
nice
very
wooden-
uncomfortable
yeah.
couch that
like-
no one wants to sit on.
Yeah, nobody sits on it. It's just there just for looks.
It was
That
like,
would be
she's
funny
got
if
like
that was-
lawn furniture. He's like, "Are you serious? Can I just sleep?" You're like, "Please, can I just sleep like out of the bed? I'm asleep on the
We
end."
put a pillow in between us.
But yeah, you're not. You don't have to. You don't owe this guy anything. You don't have.
No.
You don't even owe him an explanation. You're like, no, you're not sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, when he like, she should have just kicked him out after he
She
complained.
does. So I mean, she's like, you're not sleeping here at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, yeah.
And I agree with that because he's being super weird.
Weird, yeah. Because what in the middle of the night he decides to wake up and like,
Wasn't there like a story where that happened where a girl, like a very similar story, and a girl let this guy like sleep on the couch, and then she woke up and he was like standing in her room or something like that, and he was like, I think there's a
I
story.
mean, I'm sure that's happened
Yeah.
to a lot of people.
Girls, protect yourselves. You know, like I always feel I have daughters and I have sisters, you know, so I'm never offended when a girl wants to protect herself and take extra steps to make sure that I'm not a threat or a guy's a threat. Like I typically would ask a girl like at work, you know, when I used to work
Mhm.
places, and you know, do you want to walk to your car? Something like that. Like I'll walk, and if they were like cautious with me, I would respect that. I never, when a girl thought I was a predator for whatever reason, I never was like fucking bitch. I was like,
Yeah.
good, protect
Yeah,
yourself
yeah, yeah.
because you don't know,
Uh-huh.
you know. But at the same time, I knew I wasn't a predator. I knew I wasn't
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
do anything, so I respected that. So yeah, always protect yourself because there's a lot of wolves in sheep clothing out there, and this guy obviously was one. He's been friends with you for a couple weeks, talking to you,
Yeah.
and then all suddenly he flips the script and trying to manipulate it, and like, oh, I can't believe you're gonna let me sleep on this couch. Are you serious? That's fucked up. Like, I took you to dinner,
Yeah.
we went dancing, you ate,
I spent
drove-"
$100 on you.
Yeah, and look, I know a lot of guys get taken advantage of.
Guilt trip. Yeah.
Well, like you'll see a lot of women post about getting hungry and like going on a date just to eat with no interest in the guy,
Mhm.
and I don't think that's fair.
No,
I think, well, how do you think on a first date, who pays?
I think the man should pay for sure,
Okay,
especially if he's the one that initiated the date.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
It's good.
Because
Yeah.
if, like I said, even if I invite you to dinner, you know, I'll be like, hey man, you want to come and have dinner with me?
You're talking about that grinder app again.
Yeah. I mean, I'm this guy. You're that girl. No, I'm joking. And this is that couch. No, I'm joking.
Oh my God. Are you serious? You invite me on your podcast? But like, yeah,
It's a long con. This podcast is not even airing in real life. It's just
we know you're like 30, 40 years. Like I've been waiting this time, man. But no, I think too many times, you know, it's tough. Like I get I don't get this guy
I want
particularly.
to. Did they say how long they were friends beforehand?
A couple weeks. They've been talking for a couple weeks, is what she said.
Okay,
Yeah, a
just
few
wanted to
weeks.
say that they was friends.
I've been talking for a few weeks, and we went on a first date. So I think she.
Okay, so yeah, so it wasn't like they're friends. I think he was like they was getting to know each other to date. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I'll tell you right now, dude. If I knew a girl for years as a friend, and she was like, "I don't want you to sleep in the same bed with me," I wouldn't think anything of it.
no,
I'm like, okay, dude,
yeah, cool.
your ass would be sleeping in a Congo.
I'll be sleeping in the bathtub. It's like, you can't sleep in my bed. I'm like, okay, you got a comfortable bathtub I can sleep in.
I sleep in a toilet like this.
Oh, dude, it was rough, man.
I bet it's cold as fuck, right? Sleeping on metal all night.
No, I don't.
I
I
guess
don't.
it's
I
Congo,
honestly
it's
don't
probably
remember
hot,
if it's
right?
cold or not. Yeah, I don't remember.
How hot was it there?
It got hot. I remember people was passing out in line. We had like over 2,000 people to audition in line, and there was people passing out.
You guys have water pass out for them?
We did like yeah. So we had a lot of people waiting in line, and for some reason in Congo there's a lot of albinos. For some reason, I don't know why. I saw more albinos in Cambodia. I mean, in Congo than my entire life, and there was a lot in line, and I guess because the pigment, they
Stick out.
stick out and they get hotter, or they burn.
Oh, they
faster.
heat up more.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. So
Okay.
majority of them was passing out, and we would have to give them water and
Well,
stuff.
yeah, because they have no protection.
Protection, yeah. Like I guess you're a dark skin.
Dude, that's a tough. You live.
Yeah, dude.
You live in the Congo, and you're albino in Congo, dude. That's like
I said, there's a lot of albinos.
it's trying to kill you. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
whole place is trying to kill you.
Yeah. And yeah, so a few of them was passing out in lines, and that was kind of scary. And then I felt bad is that's when the failed assassination attempt happened
Mm.
during that 2,000 people. So we had to cut it short.
So it was chaos.
Yeah, and so me, David, and our accountant had to leave early and all that stuff. We couldn't finish out the audition. So I felt bad for people who had
Waited all that
had
time?
to you know what I mean, because there's no way we could have reached 2,000 people in an 8-hour period or something.
Oh God, no.
Yeah.
Dude, I was for Warner Brothers. I had to wait in line with Anthony. In
Mhm.
fact, we waited like 12 hours, and it wasn't 2,000 people too. It was like all day, like, and it sucks because when you wait in line for something like that, you forget your lines because you're exhausted from just like, the
Yeah.
stress of it, and so like the whole time you're reading your lines because we're performing, and I get to where I need to go, and I'm like, bro, I don't remember anything. Like my brain's fucking gone.
Yeah, for sure.
So I imagine.
And I can imagine being in the heat too. Like we had no shade. Like there was literally like just an open field. So there was no trees. There
This
was
is for
no
the model
shade.
show, right? The model.
No, this is for the
Talent show.
the singing show.
Oh, singing show. Okay, okay.
So yeah. So imagine waiting in line for like 5-8 hours, and then in the hot sun, no shade, like 100% no shade in Congo,
Yeah,
and then having to go see a judge and sing in front of them
yeah.
after all that. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
Let me ask you. You know how like on American Idol they'll have people who suck
Mhm.
because they know it's good content. Do you guys do that?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
We did.
I mean, it's good content.
Yeah, yeah.
Someone who, like
Then-
what's that Asian dude on American Idol that was like she bang.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
Please put
Start with an H. I remember starting with an H.
Please put something
Yeah,
up
yeah.
here. She bang. I'm like, bro. Oh my god.
But he got famous off of that.
He
and
did. I mean, he got
made
his
it.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
But look, in my mind, I'm like, there's no way you thought you were a good singer. There's no way.
There's no way. Yeah, yeah. I think
know,
he just wanted to get on TV
like-
and just kind of make fun of himself. You don't think so?
I don't know. I mean, there's some people you see them, they feel legitimately hurt they didn't make it, and they could be nervous because of like the process we talked about, like the long lines and all this shit, and maybe their voice gets cracked. But some of these people, I'm like, there's no fucking way you thought you were good enough to be the best singer at all these people waiting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Like,
Dude, we had some really bad people.
but they're just looking for that.
Yeah,
shot.
Yeah. But I feel I'm gonna bring up this story. Maybe I shouldn't. But at the time, this was early age American Idol. You know what I mean? So you had Simon Cowell. Was it that?
Yeah,
Simon
yeah.
Cowell. And he was a dick. Like he was known for being dick, you know? And I went with that mentality, and I feel bad now.
You were a judge?
Yeah, I wasn't. Yeah, I was a judge. No, okay. So since we had 2,000 people waiting in line,
You're a fake judge.
we had So we had like there's only 3 judges on the show.
Okay.
And then me and his name was Moses. We ended up having to be like they had to sing to us because we had to try to get these people in and out. So we created like these stations where
Okay, like round 1
So-
or 2 kind of thing.
yeah. So there was like maybe like
wait.
5 stations that they would have to go through first. And man, I feel so bad now because coming from where I am and knowing that where they come from, Congo is not
Yeah.
like the best place. Or
Dude, I see
I
the
take that
guilt
back.
in his
I take that
fucking
back. I
face
take that back. Years of guilt that I've carried
because you're
on-
crushing
yeah,
people.
crushing people's spirit
Yeah.
for no reason, just to be a dick. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've never done it. No, I agree. You're saying.
But I would
did you-
like
in
to
your-
apologize to all those people that
We have him here. Like you saw a bunch of
I'm like, oh shit, they're about to jump my ass.
albino Congo people.
No, I wouldn't. Yeah. But yeah, I just felt bad thinking about that because
Yeah, sure. Well, I mean, it's
It
good
was-
that you have
yeah, yeah.
guilt for it. I mean, you have a conscience.
I
But
should have known better for sure. I definitely should have known better.
well, you probably thought like this. It's what you knew how to judge. It's what you saw.
I mean,
and like,
okay, I wasn't just an asshole. If there was good, there was good. You know what I mean?
But if they
but-
but you felt like, it probably got to a point where you felt like they're wasting your time. Like, what were you doing here?
Yeah. It
You know?
was like that.
Who started it, him or you? Because I feel like it had to be him. And then you're like, yeah, okay,
I want to say it was me.
damn.
Yeah, I want to
You
say it
said-
was me.
Let's dig that hole deeper.
Yeah.
Dig the hole deeper.
Trust me. I feel really bad now.
All right, this is for the worst, bro. fucking asshole beside me, dude. What's Anthony? What
I am the asshole. I'm gonna post something. Am I the asshole? Yeah, dude.
We
Anyways,
put a poster that we're gonna read it. But like, I was a Congolese. I
I
was a judge on
yeah.
a Congolese show. Well, oh man.
No, I don't need to post it because I know I was the asshole in that situation.
Yeah, but sometimes you might feel guilt free because people will tell you, yeah, thanks, because they'll say mean things to you, like kill yourself.
Damn.
People are mean, dude.
Yeah.
Like you, people are like you.
Yeah. Like I said, it was
I mean,
American Idol was at its top peak at that time. Simon Cowell was like, I mean, okay, there was another judge on there that was trying to be like him too. So
it's the formula.
Yeah. Because everybody thought, oh, you have to have this big dick, and then you have to have these two that are just kind of to level it out.
Somebody who likes everybody.
Yeah. And and I think we just kind of went overboard with it.
I mean, sometimes you get caught in the moment. It sounds like you get caught in the moment.
Yeah, we did. I did. And that was like, I didn't do that. Because in Congo, we went to the cities and then we went to outskirts. So we had like multiple auditions.
I was gonna say, like, let's say I'm a guy who waited 5 hours in line, 6 hours in the blistering heat, and I get to you, and I'm like, I sing my heart out, and you're like, "That's fucking trash. Why are you wasting my time?"
Okay, we was.
But I know you didn't say that, but
Yeah.
and this, you don't need to defend yourself. I'm just saying, like, you destroy me essentially.
Mhm.
And then I work at a sandwich shop down the road. Motherfucker, you show up. You know what I mean? Because you can see these people, some of them, right? Right?
Oh, like you saying like eventually?
Eventually.
Yeah.
You'll see these people and because maybe you don't remember them because there's just another face.
Yeah.
But they remember the fucking Asian dude who
Yeah.
fucking was mean to them for no goddamn reason. And so, like, you call them up, you probably ate someone's shit. They probably took a shit in your sandwich, dude. Think about it, dude.
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, obviously, because it's so bad up there that everyone's like, man, if I can get on this show, I can change my life.
Yeah.
And then so they're gonna remember like the guy who.
So the guy who won season 1 definitely life changed. Even the second runner up, the third runner.
Is he still doing stuff?
I don't know now. I mean, we would have to ask David. I don't think David would even know either. But he ended up being a little douchebag. He was like only 14 years old. He won season 1.
Was he overconfident? Like, yeah, of course.
Yeah,
I'm the best.
it's one of those things where he was like, man, I wish I never won.
Why?
Because everybody would come up to him and beg for money or ask him to help him out and stuff like that. And he was a little kid, so he felt like it was just like too much for him, I guess.
That's not being a dick.
It's like
you felt like you should be grateful.
You should be more grateful because you became this superstar, this big star in Congo, who won this huge Vodacom Superstar was, I would say, changed the way TV is made there now, 100%.
Okay. So it was a life-changing. It's like
it's not just it changed the course of how things are made.
It's kind of like
Congo,
American Idol when it happened here, in the States, how it just changed those shows. Yeah. So that was what happened in Congo.
Yeah, so he became this huge kid or famous kid. He even flew to America, which would be very hard for a Congolese to do, to get the visa and all that stuff.
Sure.
He stayed at Akon's I forgot what they call it. Wonderland. I forgot what they call his place. Anyway, he stayed with Akon for like a whole week, and he was only supposed to record one song with Akon.
Yeah.
But Akon enjoyed him so much that he made a whole album.
Wow.
But I don't know if it was ever released here or whatnot. But I
mean, still a big deal. It's great on your resume.
Somebody who's like,
you felt he was a little ungrateful.
12 or 14. I can't remember. He was young. Like he was too young to even be on the show. But he lied about his age, I guess.
Oh, and so he was just so good that they were like,
yeah. So and he ended up winning. I think he only ended up winning because he was a little kid, and it's all voting through a phone. Yeah. So, but when he was like, "Oh, I wish I never won," I kind of like, that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth because you are who you are now. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, for example, when Katy Perry was like, "Oh, I never liked the songs I sang and all that stuff."
Sure, but it made you who you are.
Yeah, it made you who you are. So
the bubblegum songs,
and then you're able to like help other people out and whatnot. Sure. But I know a lot of people hate Katy Perry.
It's like paying your dues, though.
Yeah.
I think Pink was like very similar. Early in her career, she had to sing songs, like poppy songs,
those poppy bubblegum.
But like, you wouldn't be where you are now, create the music you want to now,
and be able to help.
You had to pay your dues.
Yeah, it's like you are who you are now because of that.
But touching what you said earlier, like it does get frustrating, and if you don't have any experiences, then you don't know. But when you're in a poverty country like Cambodia or a section anywhere.
Just any third world country. I
Yes,
guess you could
and
say.
you get overwhelmed with people asking for money. It does get frustrating.
Yeah. I
Like,
can see that. Yeah.
yeah, like I remember, and you lived there for years, so I'm sure after a while you were numb to it. But I mean, when I went, I was 17, and people know you're American, and so they automatically assume you're rich,
hmm
and they target you, and then so you want to help. See all these little kids asking for money. Here's a dollar. A dollar is a big deal, especially
Yeah.
then. And I'm passing out dollar
Dude.
bills, and so they make a note. They're like,
Mhm.
"That motherfucker's rich. That
Yeah.
motherfucker's passing out dollar bills." Because I didn't know anything.
Mhm.
All I had was ones. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So every day, I'm like, okay. And then it got to the point where I was like, leave me the fucking alone. Jane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I felt bad because these are little kids, and this is like huge for them,
Mhm.
But I'm frustrated because I'm just trying to fucking like get to the market, get to a bodega or something, and I'm getting hounded. And like I'm not rich, so I'm like this, I'm broke. I make $7 an hour,
Yeah.
Like so, yeah, I can see how that can be frustrating, and I'm sure you had to deal with that a lot. But I'm sure you built like a wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You have to.
You become, I guess you could say, immune to it after a while.
Did they ever get used to you being Cambodian, or they always thought you're American still
Where?
in Cambodia when you're there?
Oh, Cambodia. Everybody thought I was Philippines.
Okay.
I don't know why. I guess because I look Philippine, but even we went to Little Tokyo like last week,
Mhm.
and I guess the one of the server was Philippine. She was like, "Are you Philippine?" I was like, "No, I'm Cambodian." She's like, "Oh, you look Philippine." I was like, "Yeah, I get that a lot." I mean, even Cambodian people thought I was Filipino. Filipinos think I was Filipino.
Sometimes I get it.
So it's kind of weird. Yeah.
I was doing this project with this guy was a Filipino guy, and he was doing stick fighting. I think I told you a story a long time ago, but I'm Cambodian. He's Filipino, and he's like, it was like an action movie we're doing, and he was like, "Matt, do you know stick fighting?" I said, "No, I don't." And he's like, "It's in your blood," and I'm like, "I don't know. That works that way." And so we started going at it, right?
Uh-huh.
And dude, I'm not telling you, like 5 seconds later, we were like going so fast, and he was like, "It's in your blood." I was like, it was really a
Was
funny
he Morpheus and you was like Neo or something?
Stop
Trying to hit me and hit me.
But it was like that moment because I was like, dude, I never stick fight before. I don't know.
Yeah.
And he handed it to me. He was like, here. And then like within like 5 seconds, I was like doing it really, really well at the time.
So it was in your blood.
Yes. So yes. So if you're Asian, you can fight. It's in
Okay.
there.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah. So
Back to the
am I
am I overacting?
Yeah, am I overreacting? No, we're not. We go off the rails here a lot. If you watch the show, you know. So I don't know how we got back to Congo, but we did.
Yeah.
We found out that he was actually the asshole.
Yeah,
You know,
I am the
it's-
asshole, and
and
I apologize
Yep.
to everyone.
Formal.
I
Yeah, here we go. Be quiet. Go.
fucked up the dreams, and
You feel bad about that?
feel bad. Yeah.
The little kids too. You just
Yeah,
Break-
there was like
break
a 4-year-old that tried, and I was like, "What are you, a fucking toddler? Who taught you how to sing?" Like,
God. All right. He's the asshole, guys. Hey, I'm Matt.
and I'm Dawi, and this is Doors Open.